Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great hump day. It's Wednesday, baby. Let's get over the hump. Let's get through it. Let's go through it. Let's go to it. I don't know. That was a lame attempt to try to rhyme right there. Anyway, man. The Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. Ladies and gentlemen, we have... Listen, first of all, let's just appreciate these playoffs, man. Because everyone always complain, it's the same people. It's the same people. Well, you don't have the same people in there now. You got 4 teams left, man, and either one of these teams can win it. I'm just being honest. You look at Boston, they loaded. They look locked and caught. You looked at Miami, they can get it. After you watched last night, you look at Golden State, who was my favorite. I've been picking them all season to win. They ain't changing now. And you look at the Mavericks, who decided to start playing some defense. Now they look like a much better team than before. So all around, man, these playoffs are great. Like every game is. And you look at last night's game, which we're gonna talk about right now, the Boston Celtics versus the Miami Heat. Real quick, man, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Support the boy. I don't ask for a lot. Just give me a like. Can I get a like? A like. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Now, if you look at last night's game, it was a game of runs, man. Where one time it looked like, oh, Boston just coming out the gate. They about to take this thing home. And then you look at Miami come back. And you see Boston come back. Then you see Miami come back going to put that thing away in the third. Well, they ain't put it away, but they made it difficult. That's when they really started to stretch that lead. Listen, Jimmy Butler. You know, ever since Jimmy Butler he made his comment that, you know, he was really ticked off that Philly took Tobias Harris over him. And apparently, and this according to Stephen A. Smith, Jimmy Butler texted him after and said, hey, you know, all y'all doubted me. I'm going to show you. Playoff Jimmy is real, man. Playoff Jimmy is real because, you know, the thing I've always criticized about Jimmy Butler is the fact that, you know what, he's a little too passive. You know, he's not aggressive enough at times, you know. Is he that guy? Is he not that guy? You know, that's something I've always criticized about him. Well, not criticized, but sometimes just felt like, hey, dog, come on, your team needs you to go ahead and do that. They need you to put this thing on their back. Last night, he was 12 of 19, 0 for 2 from 3, 7 of 18 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks, 41 points. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not making them numbers up. Those were Jimmy Butler's numbers last night. He was last night with damn near on some Giannis-ish last night. And now the question is, you got to look at Bam. Bam got to give me more than 10. Like, you know, Bam got to give you a little bit more than 10 because you don't want to burn Jimmy out. Like, because he gonna leave it out there. He gonna give it under 10. But man, when you look at the Boston Celtics, I'll tell you the one thing I will say. Robert Williams, even though what was his number last night? 6 of 8, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 9 rebounds, 18 points. I think he wasn't. How many minutes? He only played 28 minutes. Yeah, he still, that 18 points is very, very impressive because he wasn't all the way back yet, right? Obviously, coming off an injury or whatever, he's still finding his wind, finding his stamina. So he's gonna be a big factor in this series, man. Having him back is monumental for Boston. Jaylen Brown gave you 28, 7 of 17, 4 of 8 from the three-point line, 6 of 10 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 24 points, man. That was Jaylen Brown last night. And then Jason Tatum, 10 of 21, 2 of 9 from 3, 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, 1 block. 29 points. That's a hell of a game. The problem with that, majority of that came in the first half. In the first half, he was rolling and everything was rolling. And then in the second half, he kind of cooled off a bit, and he cooled off at the same time. Miami made their run. So if your best player cool off and the other team is making a run, that's normally a recipe for disaster. But you gotta give him credit, man. Pritchard give you 18 off the bench. I thought that was huge. He was 6 of 16, 4 of 11 from the 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 18 points. Like I said, Williams gave you 18. All in all, man, you put up pretty much. I don't think that they're expecting Miami to be able to put up 118 points on that defense and given. And Miami can shoot the three. Don't get me wrong. Miami can definitely shoot the three. What was they last night from the 3-point? They were 33, so not great. But you don't expect. I know I don't. Miami to be able to keep putting up these type of numbers. But again, Jimmy Butler is on a mission, man. Jimmy Butler is on a mission, and he wants to prove everyone that he's that guy. Now the thing about it is, when it's working, it's working. But when you start over pushing and trying too hard, that can actually be a trap for Jimmy. But Jimmy Buckets, playoff Jimmy, whatever you want to call him, man, he's stepping up in these playoffs. And to me, that's what superstars do. They step up in playoffs. Some people say Jimmy Butler's a star. Some people say he's a superstar. It's back and forth. I think Jimmy Butler, in my opinion, the playoffs is when I see, like, I look at, for example, I use Luka for example. When I see Luka, I'm looking at Luka like, he's good in the regular season. But then come playoff time, it feel like he kicks it up another notch. Him, Donovan Mitchell, I've seen that do that a couple times. Jamal Murray do that a couple times. Kawhi Leonard is great, but in the playoff time, he's taking up another notch. Like, playoff time is when the boys separate themselves from the men. And you got to give Jimmy Butler that credit right now. He's in that category of people right now that are separating themselves. All right, it's playoff time. And ain't nothing more impressive as just a fan of the game, as like me, than watching someone when the chips are all on the table, when it's time to go, they're going. And they're giving it all. But listen, I mean, PJ Tucker gave you 5. I think PJ Tucker to me, impact was really on that in that third quarter as well. When he came out, he wanted to make his presence known on the defensive end. And he really got into it. It felt like he woke up in that third quarter on the defense, the energy, the effort, doing PJ Tucker type things. Yeah, you never look at his stat line. It was 5 points, whatever. You never look at his stat line. What that guy doing on the defensive end is why he's on this team, and the tenacity that he brings on the defensive end. So when you look at that, you say PJ Tucker stepped up. The Heat stepped up, and it felt like Boston kind of cooled off in that third. And when the pendulum swung, it was no coming back from that for Boston. If you're Boston, you're like, all right, we get game 2, we're in good shape, we flip home court. If you're Miami, let's go up 0-2 and send them back to Boston waiting on it. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this thing plays out. But man, if you like NBA basketball and you just don't know who's gonna win a series, or you like, man, any given night, anybody. This is what basketball is about, man. These playoffs are exciting, man. These playoffs has been exciting, man. But this playoff, yeah, buddy. Yeah, these are good ones right here, man. I can't wait for tonight's game, Golden State and Dallas. That's going to be another good one. We're going to find out if Golden State real. Golden State real or that. We're going to find out more if Dallas is real. So, but anyway, guys, with that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, man, you got to be great.